Hey, remember when I said we were going to do a video on changing out the gas tank on an ATV? This one's going to probably turn into a how to replace the rusty gas tank on your ATV video. But 4 out of 5 ain't bad. Well, guess what showed up in the mail? Gas tank for the ATV. So with the help of my my Uber mechanic, Cody, we're going to get that changed now. So let's get started. Here, take the knife. So first we'll unbox the gas tank. Which we didn't need to. Probably should. But at least we get to see it. Pretty. It's plastic. It won't rust. So let's set that off to the side. I don't know if it has the same capacity, but you know what? I know that it doesn't carry any rust. We can go ahead and open our Petcock. So we need to know if this. Let's pull that. Go ahead and pull that back up. We need to know if the Petcock fits it. It said it should. We think it should. We feel like it should. So the Petcock is the valve that lets fuel out of the gas tank. That's where you connect your fuel system to. And if you wanted to shut off the flow of fuel to your vehicle, then you use the Petcock valve. Which is good if you have ethanol gas in your tank, which we never do. But if you do, you turn that off, let your motor die, and you know that there's no gas in the carburetor. All right, so this is a filter of sorts. So this, oh, that's nice. It'll keep all them extra parts from going from your fuel to your. Do we need to drill that bigger?
Seems like we do. Just maybe take a file.
Hold that and just shove it. Just ask it pretty, please.
Yeah, I think we're going to drill that. I don't want to break this little filter.
Okay.
Yep, I don't want to break the filter.
All right. So now we know what we need. So go ahead and widen that hole. Test it with our filter.
And it goes.
All right, we're good. That's all we needed. So pop that back out.
Look at the corner. There we go.
There we go.
Good enough.
Got the wrong tool, just had the right attitude. Okay. So now, inside the fuel tank, it had this, which is interesting because the Petcock came separate. But the fuel tank has a Petcock mounting hardware. I don't know why we had to get these separate. And I'll put a link to these parts in the description. I guess I should have said what this is. So it's a Honda 4Trax 250. It's a 1986 ATV, and I think I showed you before, but come on. Here, pop that off there. I'll show you what we're looking at. Just the nastiest, rustiest garbage there ever was. Okay, so that's what we're taking off because it's a steel tank. This is not happening with this. So got an O-ring, goes in the bottom. And that should be able to just screw down with these 2 screws. Yeah, we talked that filter into going in there nice and easily. I mean, we have an external fuel filter as well, but if we can get that one in there and not have it buckle, that'd be even cooler. We'd be pretty happy.
Oh man, come on. Just get in there.
Here, hold on, let me see. You want me to try? Or do you got it?
I'm just trying to not avoid breaking the filter because it's all bowing inward. Oh, I can't really twist it.
Get in there, you little bastard. Wait, what do we got?
Can't tap it. Hold on. Let me try.
Is that screwdriver long enough to just stab down into that filter?
Kind of. don't want to bust through the bottom of the filter though.
Try to give it a little pressure.
Sure about denting the filter. It's so close. Hold on. Try not to. Oh, see, I'm actually stopping on something now. So I think. Oh, I see. No, I see what's on. I just need to slide it over a little bit.
Okay, I see it.
I just need to loosen
Hold on,
this.
let me see if I can see that in here. Right there, there's a little piece of plastic overhanging, so we're gonna have to cut that out.
Well, no, I'm just gonna
Drill it out.
I'm just gonna loosen this. Slide it over.
Oh, or do that.
The screws were long.
Oh.
Or the bracket holes were wide, so
Okay, so it was adjustable.
it just wasn't quite on there 100% centered.
And that's why we don't just let me stab stuff with screwdrivers.
And that's why we don't just stab stuff with screwdrivers.
Well, now you can stab it with screwdrivers.
Yeah, we're gonna stab it with a screwdriver. Cause now it's lined up. Now it's just being a prick. Okay, come on. Now I am putting a dent on the bottom of that.
Okay, loosen these. Then put that in, then tighten them.
Yeah. I'm just gonna minimal touching metal.
You're probably wondering to yourself, what are we going to do about all the plastic bits that are just floating down into here now? We'll show you in a minute. We're not totally stupid. We're only slightly stupid.
We're only slightly. Okay. I'm taking this off and I'm gonna drill that hole a little bit more.
All right. Hey,
We got a good grommet.
Get that into here first,
What's up
too.
for that?
I see it.
Well, that just fits.
Yeah, get that into here so you can put them all in together as one piece. Hold on, no, get it all the way through. It hangs up here too. It's going to hang up more. Get it all the way through. Once again, I filmed the ground. I'm so sorry.
I didn't think it would.
To everybody who's not wanting to watch the ground. Next time I aim at the ground, I'll aim there. Milo, what are you doing, buddy? What's going on? How you doing? Milo.
Dirty too.
Milo. What are you doing, Milo?
We're gonna drill this out.
Oh, who's a pretty bug? And there's Dutch. How you doing, buddy? Aren't you guys pretty babies? Aren't you guys pretty babies? Oh, who's gonna get petted? Who's gonna get lovins? Who's gonna get the lovins? Oh, Dutch loves the lovins. You're gonna fight each other over it, huh? All right, you guys don't need to see all that crazy stuff that's happening over by the fuel tank. Yeah, who's good babies? Oh goodness. All right, let's go see. Did we get farther?
A little bit.
Okay, I was having the more fun.
Yeah.
What
Very
a tight fitting little
fucking
bastard. All right, O-ring.
O-ring.
O-ring in place. Now, boy, that filter was a biatch.
Yes, it was. But
You need to drill them? Oh no, you got it. You got it.
just a really tight fit. There we go.
All right.
Oh crap.
If at first you don't succeed, don't show anybody the footage of you failing.
Exactly.
According to the sun's position, we got about 45 minutes worth of daylight to do this in. So, yeah, that's the O-ring showing. On this side, we got
I can see
the
that.
O-ring showing. Okay. So, I mean, if we had a lot of time, I would fill this with liquid and then test it. But we'll just test it with gas later. All right, shake that until all our little plastic bits come out.
Yep, here they go.
All right.
I think we got them all. We
Looks good.
We didn't really drill a whole lot.
Good. All right, back on there. Now we have our stuff. So now our petcock should be able to slide up in there and just screw on.
You want that sideways out, right?
Yeah. Oh, do we need a wrench? I guess we got wrenches. We got.
Yeah, we're gonna want to wrench it down. I'm making it parallel with the. bracket.
Yep. Yeah, this is the old Petcock here. It's also just rusted all through it. So these Petcocks do have a little catcher. Hold on. It's behind them knuckles right there. So this catcher here, you can unscrew this when it's on the bike, and any debris inside the Petcock you can take out from there. That's the idea. Is it tightened on there pretty good?
Yeah. Solid.
So let's go ahead and grab the smallest gas can. Let's put some gas in here. So I don't want this on the bike if it can't hold gas. So Petcock in the off position.
Off position?
Off position.
Off
we want that.
position.
So no fuel flow. We should be able to throw some gas in here, and this will just hold it. We'll see what happens. And if we don't, then we got more dead lawn. Oh, hi, Brandy. How are you?
How much?
Just dump it all. That's fine.
Fill the tank?
Yeah.
This might already fill it. Actually, it might.
I think this is a 2.5 gallon tank. And that's a gallon of gas, so that ought to, doing some math, give us 35% of a tank. 40% of a tank. Either way.
I'd say about half a tank almost.
Alright, so now I don't like the way that gas cap goes. But okay, so let's lift her up and see if we got any drips. Where's the Petcock at?
Petcock's down here. See, it's off.
Nice and dry. Very happy. We'll turn that girl on when it's actually connected to the ATV. All right, let's strip this down. So on your average ATV, you'll have a little handle over here. Put that handle up, and the seat just pops off. So that's that. Actually, grab a Phillips first. We're gonna want to take off all the shielding and covers.
Actually, gonna make use of these plastic bags.
This little cover here comes off. That should let us get all our parts out of the way. Tank exposed, we can pull it out from there. So this is the old steel one. Let's go ahead and put that cover back on. We do have some fuel in there. I'm gonna pour that out into a filter of some sort because it's fresh fuel.
That's good.
All right, so we got 1, 2. I think
tens.
that's the only bolts that are holding this sucker on.
Yeah, it should be.
It's amazingly easy to take out a gas tank on an ATV. But before we pull it out, we're gonna shut off the Petcock and then disconnect the fuel line. So we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, see, that's where our grommets, those are, yep, those are gonna come out. Those should fit, well, they should fit through the
I think you're probably gonna need a little wrench to reef the.
Wiggle free, and it's gonna be liquidy.
I got it.
Oh, not too much.
All right. So
Most of
whatever
it's
fuel's
still
in that filter. We installed that filter after the fact. Try to keep rust out of the carburetor. But it's always a good idea to try to get a little filter and put it after your Petcock. That way, if your Petcock starts rusting, it catches that stuff.
I'm just gonna plug that for now, just to keep the gas off the motor. And let's shut
All
off.
right.
So we're good.
We're ready. up and out. And that's how easy it is. Pop off a fuel tank.
No, I guess like
Let's set it down next to that one and see how close to the right size we are. Flip it.
Oh.
Well, they're pretty darn close. I think.
This one doesn't have a gas gauge.
Oh, we lost our fuel gauge. That's a bummer.
Oh well.
Well,
I mean,
it's see-through, so I guess.
None of the other ones even have them, so you just get it right off.
Yeah, and this fuel gauge is full of rust, so.
Plus, it read empty half the time.
Maybe one of these times. You know what? I think I could clean that and then unbolt that and cut a square in here and take that freaking fuel gauge. Maybe we'll do that in another video. All right, let's put her up. Helps it line up. Needs to come towards you, I think. There you go. And just get it indexed on that.
Almost.
And that's my handiwork for the new ignition I had to install.
There we go.
And do our lines line up? Or
no.
Bring it back and bolt it in then.
It's a little bit short, but
we want those.
Yep.
Those matter more. This won't even fit in there, so we don't need those with those rubber grommets, but we do need. Hold on, what is under that?
You're using the tiniest. No, you're not.
I use these ones, right? Yeah.
Yeah. These aren't even gonna fit. We need longer bolts. Yeah, because that thing's thin. This thing's thick on this part.
That's not cool.
We need longer. We need longer bolts. If we even get it to line up.
Shove that back up there and see what that looks like again.
So I'll get it like all the way back on there.
So now we know this is mostly compatible with the Honda TRX 250. Yeah, index it back. Index it back on the front piece. Is it still up there?
Oh, I see. It's good. Okay, that's fine.
It's.
Nah, I know it's not on there because I took it off. Just gotta go up and in.
All right, if that's up and in.
I think. Nope, not quite. Well, it's not quite up all there. It's not in. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
That's home right
If
there.
that's up and in, and we had the brackets back down in place, what happens? What are we? So we have over here. We have
our stuff over it.
This piece goes here.
I think like in between them.
What is holding our gas tank on since we don't have bolts?
It would be
look at
these.
that, it's too short. Like, there's the
that's what I was saying.
There's the grommets, and there's the hole that it needs to screw to. So it's God, it's about an inch and a half too short.
But
I think we're
gonna
okay.
It's pushed up into there, and it's gonna have this holding it on, including the seat and the things on top.
All right, where's the gray cover that goes here over the gas tank? How much is that going to help hold in? And we already know it's larger. The hole's larger than, you got it backwards, I think. Yeah, you got it backwards. This goes over the neck.
Oh, gotcha.
Flipper. And those are the holes that bracket goes into.
Oh.
Yep, just like that.
Even that's gonna be kind of sitting different.
I mean, end of the day, maybe it's nothing that duct tape won't fix, but let's bolt it in. Let's
It might
just
look a little
minus
funky,
these two.
but it's gonna be. I think we'll be okay in the long run. It might be different and funky. It wasn't made the same, obviously.
So,
but I think we will be okay.
I think it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
Yeah, that is true.
Or it's better than a poke in the carburetor with a handful of rust.
I get this gray shit all the way on there. Is the gray thing down all the way on here? Yep, okay.
All right, so take your screwdriver here.
Let me see one of these bolts real quick.
I got one in my hand. These are the ones.
Oh wait, that's right. The screws. These were the Phillips. These ones suck.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, if you can start it by hand, that's even better. So it looks to me like we're gonna at least want to stick some foam or some kind of a spacer in there, but we'll deal with that another time. I've got some pool noodles I could cut up and stuff in there just to give it some more body. Actually, you know what? Okay, while you're doing that, I'm gonna come over here to our spare parts bin, also known as Cody's truck. Look at that, I was about to throw away. Perfectly good pool noodle. See, that's why you don't throw stuff away, kids. You never know when you're gonna need it. Okay. Okay, so we got this much room. Don't measure once and just cut once. Right, if we can get that slipped up in there, that will keep that from moving. Okay, well, that's bolted on good and tight. Let's do these bolts here. Let's just bolt it up and see what happens. The only things we can't do is these bolts here, and I'll just drop those down into the motor. It's probably fine.
No, it's right here. I got it.
Okay, so I'll stop playing with that. I don't even know if that pool noodle helps. I just trying to keep that gas tank from wobbling. Obviously, we'll paint the pool noodle camo. Yeah, all right, so let's get our fuel line hooked up. And that's literally how easy it is. We're about ready to just receive some fuel. This is also pretty strong, like vehicle fuel line, so it's a lot better than.
It's definitely thicker, so that's good thing we got this hose clamp here, because this would not work without the hose clamp.
Yeah, it's thicker and it works with. It works well with ATVs where you got rocks and sharp stuff coming up, and you're going through blackberries or whatever. It doesn't cut those wimpy little fuel lines that these come with. I would recommend that as an upgrade to any off-road vehicle fuel system. All right, turn the fuel on and let's observe for fuel leaks.
Fuel's on.
Let's turn it over. Oh, let's check our epoxy.
Getting hard. It's on there.
Hey, it's not sticky. It's supposed to set in 5 minutes. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Tight.
Wait, lights on. Okay. Woo, buddy. I wasn't going to film this, but man, we have done so much wrong. So we just cut a little thing. No, right here.
Oh, I'm
Got to mix those two. So we're going to epoxy the ignition. The old ignition was bigger, so I cut out a bottle, or actually a can of starter fluid, put that rim on there to help hold that, because that doesn't fit. So. Alright, I'll hold this. Around top and bottom, just not working. Actually, it's okay if you get some of that crack there, where you see this is separated.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just gonna put my fingers all in. So that's good. I got a little crud on my fingers. Oh, now it's on the handlebar. Now it's on the ATV. Oh, Jesus. All right, and then
Cracks full.
pull that thing up so it's touching. There's some little.
It's so bad.
It's okay. It's all good.
So maybe.
Oh, rusty. You just getting your hair?
Not enough to even feel, but I felt like my hair pull for a second.
It's gonna look like something about Mary. I'm gonna wipe my fingers off. Oh, I got it on my Band-Aid. This is everywhere. No, don't. Oh, God. Okay, Milo has it on his feet. Good job, Milo.
I love you.
Okay. We'll be back.